All right, I believe we are officially live.
So we should be live on YouTube right now, but I still don't see anything on YouTube channel.
I think it's loading right now. About 40 seconds in.
Oh, it is here. There we go.
All right, everybody, if you're here, if you're not here yet, welcome to the Crypto Investigators first episode. Again, maybe you're joining us for our live stream, maybe you are watching this and it's already recorded, but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, today we're going to be covering DAG, LTX, and Quant. So, UA, Mr. Use Case, that is me, alongside D-Love. Say hi, Dave.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming. If you're watching this later, thanks for checking out the channel. And hopefully we all learn something this evening.
All right, so again, I just want to remind anybody who may be in the live stream that one of you is going to be selected for a special Discord role, and that Discord role is going to give you increased voting power on the coins that we're going to be looking at. So again, we're going to go through real quick what's going on in our Discord. All right, so in our Discord here, we have a lot of main channels. We have announcements, we have our official links. That would be our YouTube page, our Twitter page, as well as the Discord invite link. If you want to send that out to anybody, everybody is welcome to join. We want to grow this community and just explore this process together. So again, within our Discord, we have our general chat. That's kind of the main hangout chat. We have our cryptos to look at chat, and this is basically the channel where the community, that's you guys, that's us, that's everybody together. What we do there is we kind of just shill coins, talk about our coins, post information on our coins, videos, all different things, and anybody and everybody is welcome to do that. So what we do is we gather those coins that are discussed by the community, and then we have a vote. So we have our voting channel, and I want to show you guys quickly how that works. So our voting channel, we have a list of all the different coins that have been shilled. And in that channel, you can see we have quite a few that have been shilled. And this was, again, our first vote that we had. That's what we're covering today. So we can see here that DAG was for the most here. I also had LTX and Quant voted for as well by the community. So if somebody gets a Discord role where they get increased voting power, you'll choose instead of one. Now, there were some last minute votes after the poll closed. That's why you would see, I believe it's WTK has the most over here, but actually, if we scroll down to our next vote, WTK was actually one that we're going to cover in Sunday's live stream. So again, anybody is welcome to join the Discord. Please come in, chat with us, talk to us, show us your coins, learn about other coins, and participate in the voting process as well. So next thing I want to show you guys real quick before we start looking at our coins for today is our Twitter account. That is at the Investorgators, and you can go give them a follow. So you can follow us on Twitter for any announcements there. Additionally, today's video again covered by Mr. Use Case. That is me speaking currently, and again I am alongside at DLove 5000. Go ahead, Dave. Say hi again.
You can find both of us on Twitter as well. I'm at DLove 5000 and at Mr. Use Case.
All right, so go give both of us a follow so you can keep an eye on what's going on with us.
Probably give a shout out to at Jay Blessed and at Lunar Beaches Crypto as well. The rest of the team.
Yes, you can see them at the bottom of the screen as well. That's what makes the 4-person team of the Crypto Investigators. So you can see all of our Twitters at the bottom. So make sure you give them a follow. The other two guys are going to be doing Sunday streams, so keep an eye out on that. All right, next thing I want to just do is take a quick look at what's going on with Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin is at 47,000, kind of been staying flat. Let me just reload that up here.
So, Mr. Use Case is loading this up. Remember to smash that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to Crypto Investigators YouTube channel.
Yeah, that Discord as well. We talked about that just where things everybody all there. And that Discord link is not only found on the Discord handle, but in the description of the video as well.
Yeah, in the description. It's very good to use. Our community hangs out. That's exactly what we're doing here. Is building a community of people that want to look at different coins and learn about different coins and tokens.
Looking at the chat now, I see our very own XRP Gordy is in the chat. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. All right, so I don't know what's going on with this Bitcoin trading view right now, but just been following it. It's pretty flat, trading between like 46,500. Here we go. So it's good to see it kind of leveling out, not taking any extreme dips. Hopefully it's getting ready for the next push up. So that's our Bitcoin. And then over here, I was playing around with the altcoin market today. And what I did was I found the fractal. Actually, it was the Lunar Beaches who taught me how to copy a fractal. So I copied the fractal from 2017 and really saw a lot of similarities there. And you can see here I numbered the peaks and where kind of aligns. And we can see that the past couple of weeks, as Bitcoin's gone up, the altcoin market has been on a bit of a tear. And I'm a little bit confused where 7 might be in this fractal as well. It could be at the early stages of a breakout that will lead us into the new all-time highs for the altcoin market. But also I can see it being a little bit more kind of over this way as well, where we might have to trade flat for a little bit before our push up there. All right, so let's get into it. We're now going to take a look at DAG. So DAG, otherwise known as Constellation. So we're just going to start quick look. Right now, the coin is trading just over 19 cents. The circulating supply right now is 1.2 million, and the total supply is around 3.7 billion. So that means there's about 33% that are circulating currently. And here we can take a quick look at the chart. We see here that the high of DAG during the last alt move up was around 45 cents, 46 cents, somewhere in that range. And it looks like it's starting to break as well with the rest of the market. Okay, so let's get into talking about DAG.
Hey Dan, I just have a DM here from Lunar Beaches. Sounds like the Discord stream is lagging a lot.
So I need to turn off the Discord.
I'm not sure what's the list.
All right. We'll just let that so we can do the screen. I think that's what we're gonna have to do here. We'll figure that out for next time. So sorry to you guys that are watching currently. Technical issue for our first episode, but we'll get things down in the future.
It's definitely to be expected, but it's already processing, so not going to get through without a few hiccups.
Yep. We're trying to get both of us on here talking at the same time, so that's probably why things are getting slowed down and lagging a little bit. We'll try to come up with a better solution for that next time. So I'm on the DAG website right here, and I want to talk about what the DAG token is. So here on the constellationnetwork.io webpage, the DAG token. So DAG is the financial state channel of the Constellation Network. It allows for seamless exchange and interaction between the various state channels and nodes that make up the network. DAG binds the network components together so that they relate to one another. So DAG's main token, the DAG token, is all about data. All right, it's a data token, and we're going to get into that today. So, what is the utility of DAG? Dave, do you want to read that? Can you see that?
Yes, sorry, I was on mute there for a second. So the utility of DAG, well, BTC does not provide utility besides a store of value. DAG provides a second functional value as tokenized throughput or bandwidth on the network. At the same time, basic rate limited functionality will remain free, allowing users to send single transactions for one-off P2P payments, peer-to-peer payments. For any serious data processing or data exchanges, more throughput is needed. This is acquired through DAG micropayments or by contributing resources as a node operator to the network.
All right. So again, I kind of hinted into this earlier. It's a data or data focused token. So DAG will allow for the attribution of value to data, whether it's a single package of data or an entire data stream, so it can handle small amounts or big amounts in real time on an event basis. So DAG provides a decentralized, we all love decentralization, a decentralized data marketplace for the data economy. And in doing so, what it does is it enables datapreneurship for individual and corporate users who can securely and compliantly monetize their data. So how DAG works. So the DAG network, the Constellation network, is comprised of these DAG nodes. They are these state channel nodes, and they're hybrid nodes. So they perform consensus for multiple of these state channels and for DAG. So each state channel can license or share its data to accounts, either by granting access rights via payment in DAG or throughput allowance for validating data as a node operator. Hybrid nodes allow for direct license exchange via atomic commits from hybrid nodes. So we can see in this picture here, we have our DAG nodes, and then our DAG channel connects to the state channel nodes as well. All right, so let's keep talking about what's going on with DAG. So prior to this live stream, I had somebody message the Crypto Investigator channel, and they want us to talk about mainnet 2.0, which we're going to be getting into shortly. But since we just talked about state channels a little bit in the previous web page, Dave, why don't you go ahead and talk about what we have here?
Sorry, I was on mute again.
No problem.
The state channels, microservices, is this the page?
Yeah.
I just think there's a bit of a lag signal, so I'm not sure. I was sort of watching on YouTube to try to make sure things were going okay there, but also still here with you in Discord.
No worries.
The Constellation HGTP network is a collection of microservices called state channels. Each state channel validates specific data types with user-defined validation functions. State channels form a distributed network architecture that can accommodate real-world big data use cases. Hey, Mr. Use Cases.
It's me.
Developers can integrate state channels directly into existing applications, allowing for direct E2E security and minimal seamless deployment.
So this HGTP stuff here, that's Constellation's famous hypergraph technology. So their hypergraph technology, if you see it's HGTP, you'll see a lot of guys on Twitter have that, which is kind of similar to, like, if you're familiar with HTTPS. So that's the hypertext transfer protocol. It's a primary protocol to send data in a web browser and a website. But now we have the HGTP, the hypergraph technology, which is for our block data connection. So it's a revolutionary protocol. Constellation HGTP network is powered by a secure communication protocol designed for wide open networks and concurrency. So their vision was not achievable in traditional consensus models, so they built something called the PRO, the Pro model from the ground up, and that incorporates machine learning to balance their complexity network topology with a performance-based approach to validator rewards. So the protocol relies on a P2P reputation system called proof of reputable observation. That's where your PRO comes from, and that serves their consensus model while simultaneously optimizing that network topology. So here again we have some core elements. It's similar to the picture we just looked at before, where we have specific architecture, the consensus PRO model. We have our node validators, which we're going to talk about soft nodes a little bit later, and the application support. All right, so one thing that the community prides on is something called zero. That stands for layer zero. That's their layer zero technology. It's a technology built beneath the blockchain itself. So Constellation provides this layer zero standard for anyone to create a blockchain business with robust protocol like on hypergraph. So just real quick to this slide over here, which just talks a little bit more about what layer zero is, so we can have that background knowledge before we move into talking about their mainnet 2.0, and actually leads into our second token of the day, which is LTX, which is built through DAG as well. So layer zero is also known as data transfer layer. Again, it's the bottom layer of the model and involves integration between blockchain and traditional networks. So the layer zero scaling solutions are those that do not change the blockchain structure and retain its original ecosystem rules for performance improvement. The layer zero solution is highly versatile, as it does not affect the blockchain itself and is also compatible with layer 1 and layer 2 scaling solutions. And they work together to multiply the performance of the blockchain network. Now, that should lead us right into mainnet 2.
Yeah, hey Dave, come on in.
Yeah, so all sound on YouTube, just so you know, and the screen is frozen. So.
All right. Well,
yeah,
we may have to just post the recording.
Yeah, we got recording, and so we'll just have to roll with it.
All right. We'll get time. Thanks for checking in.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's look at mainnet 2.0. You're going to read that one?
Mainnet 2.0, our transformative. Sorry, that's my dog shaking. Mainnet 2.0, our transformative technology expands what's possible on a decentralized exchange. Fast, scalable, and efficient, Mainnet 2.0 launches into the second quarter 2022. Our three-phase rollout is designed to secure the network as an ecosystem where real-world businesses can build momentum as they create a token, develop true utility, market it, and generate value.
All right, so mainnet 2.0 has some important updates, and again, I kind of hinted into this before, which was the soft nodes. We're going to take a look more at the soft nodes once we get into LTX, because that is a feature of the Lattice Exchange. So here we go. Here is the mainnet 2.0 roadmap, and in phase 1, which was the layer 0 token development, they were doing focus on testing. They were onboarding quality projects in the accelerator and incubator program, and again, we can see that later once we get into the Lattice Exchange. And it's built in parallel with the Constellation team, and that is where the operators will sign up through there. So that was all the development. After that follows is the deploy of testnet to ensure that mainnet 2.0 is sound and secure and won't suffer downtime that interferes with business functions. They're doing all of these things here to get ready for that and do the testnet before mainnet, because you always want to make sure before you push out your mainnet that everything's properly tested and works functionally. So that will lead, of course, into phase 3, where the mainnet 2.0 does come out into production, which is going to be a very exciting time for everybody who's invested in DAG and LTX and some of the other coins within the ecosystem, because that is when the layer 0 tokens for the instant network utility will be deployed, and it opens a path for these layer 0 tokens to have cross-chain capabilities. So the whole purpose of the layer 0 is cross-chain. So nobody likes to use a swap service to go from one chain to another. They're costly, they're expensive, they're slow, there's fees. But with layer 0, that kind of eliminates most of that hassle. So that's something that the DAG community prides themselves on, that layer 0 technology. And they want to bring in hundreds of dollars online. So I believe it will take 250,000 DAG tokens to create a soft node. And again, we'll get into that a little bit more into this video. So this here is something cool that Constellation has built out, and it's their door traffic miner, and it collects foot traffic data. So basically you buy this this door miner, you glue it, you paste it, you post it on top of the way that has heavy foot traffic, and what it does is it mines bag reports through blocking it, so it's not counted though. So it's a pretty cool device. You have a where a lot of people are in and out and puts above your door, and you get potential rewards for that in DAG, which is pretty nice. All right, let's continue. And Dave, you want to read out the nodes? You might be on mute again.
Oh yeah, I was on mute, and you cut out on me actually, so I didn't hear that.
All right, you want to read? Yeah, you do thing on the show here.
And specifically, there are basic nodes that send transactions post individual chain forms a DAG on the network. When transaction is made and is hashed in linear blocks. Checkpoint processes. There are no node processes that perform consensus on transaction, which fill a buffer and are labeled into checkpoint blocks. These collections of transactions are hashed and become the next block in the main chain.
And then one more here is the validator.
Validator process. Finally, there are validator nodes which run validation processes and help create and see the chain state / history to nodes on the network.
So these 3 processes and the nodes and all of this stuff here make this blockchain run smoothly, which is pretty awesome to have. So DAG is a pretty cool token. Again, its main use is for data. They have their hypergraph technology, their layer 0 scaling solution. It's pretty cool stuff. So what I want to do real quick is just take a look over here at my favorite site, marketcapof.com. So right now we're comparing DAG's market cap to, it had a market cap the same size of Ethereum. So that would put DAG at $160.75. Now, can DAG's market cap get to the same market cap as Ethereum? I think anything's possible. It might not be overnight. It could take 5 years. It could take 10 years. It could take 20 years. But from what we've learned from DAG so far, it looks like it's an amazing solution that is not going anywhere and will be around a long time. And if this crypto market continues to grow the way it's been growing, hey, anything's possible here. What do you think, Dave? You think something like this is possible down the road?
You took the words right out of my mouth. Anything is possible.
This market's pretty crazy, so you can never count out crazy prices for coins, especially those with real use cases.
Yeah, exactly. So.
All right. I also had somebody here earlier today message me about the NFT market. They want to talk about this. So I'm just going to show you guys the Twitter here and just kind of say that this marketplace is a next-gen layer 0 NFT marketplace. So again, it's the layer 0 technology, and they use DAG, their main token, for their marketplace as well. So that basically will conclude our segment on DAG. But again, we're not done with the DAG ecosystem here. The DAG ecosystem also includes our second highest voted token by the community, which is LTX, which stands for Lattice Exchange.
So just before we move on to Lattice, remember to smash that like button and subscribe to the Investigators YouTube channel.
And join the Discord so you can get involved in voting, please. All right, so here we have LTX Lattice token for the Lattice Exchange. So here we go. We have a circulating supply of almost 29 million with a total supply of 100 million coins here. So look at our here. We can that the all-time high was around $2.07-ish. And again, just like the current market, the altcoin market and DAG token, we're kind of coming back up here and maybe breaking out for season. So current price is $1.04 per Lattice token, which puts the market cap at almost 30 million and just remain on certain spot. Right. So we're back on the Constellation website because Lattice Exchange, Lattice token is connected to Constellation. So Dave, you want to read a little bit about Lattice?
Lattice is an evolution of existing DeFi solutions that offer zero swap fees while enabling cross-chain, multi-assets, and ecosystem support with institutional-grade trading tools. This platform will be the gateway to unlocking digital asset services by combining features of traditional equities and cryptocurrencies with speed, security, and cost savings at the forefront. And services, Lattice is a one-stop shop for all activities related to crypto finance. Holders of LTX, the Lattice Exchange token, can participate in the platform in the following ways. Decentralized governance. LTX token holders will determine the future development of the platform and build more value into it. Yield farming. Token holders can stake or provide liquidity to earn rewards and incentives. Launchpad token holders will have priority access to support and stake in new promising crypto projects. Lending holders will have the ability to collateralize their crypto assets for a USDT loan or to lend out fiat stablecoins to receive interest. Cross-chain swapping. Lattice token holders of multiple digit assets will be able to swap beyond the Ethereum ecosystem.
So I've done a lot of research into Lattice Exchange and LTX, and I own some myself. But again, that's of course not financial advice. We're just going to show you guys about it today, and you guys make up your own mind on what you want to do.
Full disclosure, I own a few of them as well. Not too many, but enough that we should disclose that information.
So I think LTX is going to be a very big coin because of this last part here, and that's cross-chain swapping. So Lattice Exchange is, in my opinion, the ultimate DEX for exchanging because that layer 0 technology allows atomic cross-chain swaps, which will reduce fees. It eliminates a lot of the fees that you would get on things like SushiSwap and Uniswap. It eliminates those fees. I think there's still a small fee involved per transaction, but way cheaper than the other DEXs that are out there. And the atomic cross-chain swap is huge because if you're trying to go from one chain to another, you don't have to swap chains. You can do everything right on here, quick, almost immediate, and super cheap. But not only that, it has all these other things that Dave just talked about here as well. So let's take a closer look at LTX. So this is the Lattice Exchange website. And we're going to get into what's going on here and what you can do here. And again, this leads back to the DAG soft node stuff that we talked about earlier. So Lattice Exchange, again, here's your near zero swap fees while enabling your cross-chain support. So that's what we were just talking about here. It's like a perfect spot for DeFi. LTX can participate in all these different functions that are available on here, like the governance and their launchpad and things. So you can see all the arm of Lattice Exchange, lending, farming, AMMX, launchpad, Academy governance, analytics, and you can even LTX with a credit card as well, which is pretty nice. So the roadmap, let's jump to here. So core 1 should be the whole SNET stuff, and hopefully core 2, if there's no delays, the Lattice Exchange will be out and available to use with our cross-chain swap feature. All right, let's jump over here for a moment. There's one thing I want to show right paper here, and I'll let you read that to us.
In the first phase, will first be developed as the Ethereum blockchain for transaction settlement. Liquidity from throughput, the DeFi ecosystem will be aggregated and order matching will be improved. Lattice will aggregate the liquidity from various existing nexus, create slippage for traders. Additionally, users can supply liquidity to the exchange pools on the platform to earn trading fees. A cross-chain bridge will connect the ERC20 ecosystem with the Hypergraph ecosystem, allowing for fluid interaction.
Yeah, so like I was saying, what Lattice is really all about, an evolution to DeFi. So let's jump into Lattice Exchange. So here is the platform dashboard. So on this dashboard, you can connect a wallet, which we'll talk about their main wallet in a second. But here we go. So you can participate in the launchpad. You participate in project fundings. You have your governance arm and your scheme arm, and then coming soon the buying card, your cross-chain trades, win and earn from the academy, and on and off chain data. So we talked about this before, we're finally getting to it, and that is going to be the soft node staking feature of Lattice Exchange. So here again, we can see that through the soft node staking platform, it's a 1 month lockup period. So now the period will be ending in 2 days, and there will be another 1 month period after that. We also have the history of happening with other locking periods. So you can see that actually this current staking period, March to April, has the most DAG staked, 1.35 billion, which is just over half of the circulating supply. And I was looking earlier and saw that it was about 14% or so APY for staking that. So if you're interested, you can go on Lattice Exchange and you can stake DAG through the nodes, as well as other staking programs we'll take a look at next. So right now we have Alchemy. So you can stake Alchemy here. There is a long stake period, 271 days, but the lockup is only 3 months, so about 90 days or so. And it's a minimum APY of 10%. They have a cute coin. Steam which was completed last year. One on Uniswap. So we did talk about the door miner a little bit earlier. And we can see that picture here, the door traffic miner. So this kind of tells you how you would be able to set that up. You would have to purchase a door traffic miner and follow these steps to get it set up. You can see pretty cool here. There's 197 of them that are registered. And of those 297, they paid out 365,000 total DAG. So 365,000 total DAG at a price of 19 cents a coin is they've paid out almost $70,000 worth of DAG at current price value, which is pretty awesome. So let's take a closer look at governance. Dave, you want to read the governance structure? You might be on mute again.
Governance structure.
Yep.
We will use .org, which is well tested and used by most applications as a governance tool. It provides a simple way to create proposals and vote. DAG token holders just need to have LTX in the Web3 wallet, e.g. MetaMask, for example, MetaMask, and connect their governance page to create proposals and vote. In today's one, we will have 5 minutes from the team who create proposals, possible spam. In the future, we can creating proposals to everyone or let LTX decide who the admins will be. Votes are based on the amount of LTX in the address which is voting. We are providing a web forum and Telegram group where community members can discuss ideas and proposals, which then can be forwarded to admins for the voting process.
All right, so the governance structure is pretty cool that they have that through Lattice Exchange as well. One other thing that I really like is their launchpad. I think it's pretty cool. So their launchpad, again, you'll stake and vote for different coins to be brought onto, here we go, complete. So these are the coins that are brought into network. The door was brought in. There was almost 3 million LTX staked for that. DLTS as well, and then the alchemy, which we just talked about, which you can stake again for a 3-month lock period for just over 10 cents. All right, so again, to summarize, is the cross-chain atomic swaps at the layer 0 level, and it's basically the ultimate DEX. So when we're talking about DEXs, again, we're talking about a decentralized exchange, and the popular ones, the most known ones, are things like SushiSwap, Uniswap, Trader Joe, all these other DEXs that are out there. That being said, Lattice Token has just under 29 million coins and has near zero fees compared to the other ones. So if Lattice Token, we're going to compare it right here with just Uniswap. So if it had the same market cap of Uniswap, it'd be $161.15. And I think with its atomic layer 0 swaps, it's going to take huge market share away from other swaps because I know people don't like to pay a lot of fees, right? You want to get your money's worth and you want things to be instant and easy. So Lattice Exchange, I think, takes away from Uniswap market share, SushiSwap's market share, all of those DEX services. So the potential is pretty cool for LTX here.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and yeah, I would agree with that, and I would love to see that price, considering you and I both own a bit.
Yeah, that would be nice. All right, so let's continue by just quickly talking about the Stargazer wallet. So since we just wrapped up talking about DAG and LTX in the same Constellation ecosystem, their main wallet that everybody uses is the Stargazer wallet. So I just wanted to bring that up to you guys so you guys can take a look into the Stargazer wallet. It also supports ADS and JAM as well, all in the DAG ecosystem. So Stargazer wallet, you can just search it up and get that installed. So that's going to wrap up LTX, and we're going to get into Quant. So don't forget, if you're still around, like and subscribe.
And join the Discord. I was just about to say the same thing. Smash that like button, subscribe to the Crypto Investorgators YouTube channel.
Follow us on Twitter, join the Discord, everything. We got it all covered.
We're really trying hard to build a community all about helping each other.
All right, so next up, which is third highest votes from our community, is Quant. So Quant right now is at about $144 a coin. Some people might say, whoa, that's an expensive coin, but when you really add it, 12 million Quant that exist right now in the circulating supply. The total in mass supply is just under 15. We have about 12 out of 15 currently. Ooh, it just went up a little bit. 12 out of 15 currently existing. Trading. So $144, 12 million coins. Let's take a look here when this loads up at the Quant chart. We can see how it's functioning and moving since an all-time high. All right. Well,
when you look at the all, when you click on all and you look back to on whatever coin you're looking at, looking back like say 2017, 2016, 2018, 0.00000 cents, and then you're looking at back then, right? You're like that, and
and that's the thing about building is we're going to rally coins just to get. So next time there is a market or if a new coin comes out that's cheap, we'll kind of know it exists a little bit here.
Yeah, exactly. So like already, you know, what we've seen in the Discord and the people that have been shilling their coins doing exactly what we've asked them to do, and so many coins that I would have never heard before. So just kudos to everyone in the Discord and everyone who is like introducing could have great potential.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why this isn't loading here, but the Quant all-time high was just around $400 a coin. And same thing as the other ones. Again, the whole altcoin market is kind of moving together and hopefully breaking out into some new highs soon. So let's get into our segment on Quant, which is, again, the final coin that was voted on by the community. So, Quant, it's connecting all the world's distributed ledgers for faster and more efficient growth. So the main thing with Quant is going to be their overledger technology that we're talking about soon. And with Quant, they want to connect all the ledgers together seamlessly. If you read this paragraph here, this is a good one.
Quant is leading revolution. We've already developed Overledger DLT Gateway, the world's first DLT gateway for enterprise that delivers interoperability across different systems, networks, and DLTs. Now we're building on this platform. Enterprise individuals across the globe benefit from the true potential of an incredibly powerful technology.
So here, talk about distributed ledger technology and its interoperability. So it wants all the different DLTs, all the ledgers to kind of communicate with one another seamlessly. So they're doing that. The Quant team Overledger DLT Gateway, it's game-changing implications for the world of the distributed ledgers. And the question is why? Well, that's because it delivers this interoperability across the systems, networks, and DLTs, and does it securely, simply, and cost-effectively without the need for new infrastructure or introducing bottlenecks. And what it does, it removes the barriers to interoperability, and it does that with Overledger, creating a new whole world of possibilities. So this guy over here is the CEO and founder of Quant, Gilbert Verdian, and this is one of the quotes that he has here on the webpage, and it just says that we've solved the DLT interoperability, thereby positioning us to re-architect our systems and create networks as connected as the world we live in, to help drive tremendous value, open up new markets, and realize new efficiencies for enterprise governments and individuals alike. So on this website, they have some press releases. We're not going to go through those and announcements. But let's continue on to the next page here. We're going to talk a little bit more about Overledger. So what is Overledger? Go ahead, Dave. Let's read this.
Overledger is an API gateway for distributed ledgers. It allows users to significantly increase the return on their investments in distributed ledger technologies. By breaking down DLT silos, removing barriers to DLT interoperability, and making DLT technology accessible for many enterprise developers.
All right, so maybe you're like, I don't know what an API is. So what is an API? So API is Application Programming Interface. All right, and what it is software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. Each time you use an app like, I don't know, Facebook, send an instant message or check whether on your phone, you're using an API. So it's all about communication. And Quant is all about having different ledgers communicate with each other. So that interoperability aspect. So Overledger Network, again, they're connecting these gateways. And in the future, they have this other ODAP compliant gateways, and Overledger is going to present the world of DLT resources as a REST API. It's easily connect all of these together through that secure API. So let's talk about how it works. That's all about it. So how does this Overledger Quant technology work? So all developers on the network are explicitly identified to a home ledger. Once a developer has been verified, they are recognizable across the entire Overledger network. The organization operating each Overledger is responsible for verifying its own developer community. Organizations that operate nodes on permissioned or private DLTs, they can grant developers, groups, or organizations commercial access to all or part of their resources. As the owners of their services, they decide who can discover, read, or write via their resources. Security across the network is maintained with TLS connectivity throughout and Zero Auth 2.0 identification. Overledger's federated role-based access control, and all messages are signed with JWS. Now, this combination of technologies ensures that every access across the network is fully identifiable, unmodified, encrypted in transit, and only executed with the permission of the service owner. So you can see there's a lot of protections and permissions involved through the developer process. All right, Dave, why don't you take this section here?
Yeah, Quant cross-DLT technology links connected DLTs for the most powerful applications. Overledger network allows completely new applications to be built. A range of data and services available by connecting providers. Overledger's added cross-DLT technology applied across the Overledger network. Cross-DLT technology allows applications to span DLTs, business processes, and organizations. This unlocks organizational and industry silos, streamlines previously complex processes, and allows digitization of processes that before were extremely problematic.
All right, so if people are interested in becoming a member of the Overledger network, as an independent developer, you can just sign up through Quant. Quant Overledger provides a developer portal and sandbox to all devs, and also promotes applications that showcase Overledger's value. And it shares the DLT assets with trusted network members. So for member organizations that operate any distributed ledger technology or nodes, but they don't have their own developer community, what Quant does is they offer a remote connector gateway, which is pretty cool. So they'll connect people through that. And the Overledger network, of course, is operational 24/7, which is great. So let's continue talking about Quant here. We already talked about what APIs are. Now, we've been talking about Overledger quite a bit here, and we have the white paper open for Quant to talk about the Overledger a little bit more. Dave, I'll give you this one.
Overledger. It should be noted that all of the above solutions only allow communication between two blockchains at the same time. Solutions can operations across multiple blockchains simultaneously. Overledger can read information like transactions, scripts, or contracts and map them in the over layer, only if that information is compliant with the selected business logic. In this way, Overledger can connect all blockchains, allowing the ability to add an arbitrary hash of a message to a host. In most cases, the projects that encourage connectivity among blockchains create a network of ledgers where the asset or the information needs to be routed from the source to the destination across different hops when it is applicable. We do not propose a network approach. We introduce a multi-layer approach. We move the information in the layers above, creating a common interface among ledgers.
So kind of like how we talked about DAG earlier, they had their hypergraph technology. Quant's whole thing is their Overledger technology and connecting these different DLTs. And this kind of talks about this more and more. And you can go into the white paper here and read more into that as well. So you can always get the white papers and check them out yourselves. So real quick, let's just take a look at Quant with the market cap of the Ethereum market cap, because again, like we've been saying, the future is long, the future is promising, and if your coin has a use case, if there's a function of it, it's going to be around a long time. The market cap of crypto in general is going to be huge. So if Quant ever did reach a market cap of Ethereum, it would be around $30,000 a coin. Again, that's not going to happen in the next 24 hours. It could happen in a few years. It could happen in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Who knows? But as we can see, Quant has an incredible solution to a problem of connecting different DLTs seamlessly.
Yeah, this definitely looks like very promising. You know, currently trading at that 144 range. I believe he said it had an all-time high around 400. But to see that where it has that potential to one day be in that 30K range, it's like, yeah, very tempting to throw some. I don't know why, but definitely very tempting to look into more.
Let me tell you something too. I've stared at Quant order books quite a bit, and there's really not much Quant for sale on the order books. And again, that's because there's only 12 million coins right now, and it's pretty scarce.
Yeah,
There's less coins than Bitcoin.
yeah, the limited supply also, right?
Yeah, so 12 million coins compared to Bitcoin's 21 million. So keep that in mind, especially that Quant has an actual use case other than the whole store value narrative. Um,
Right.
but yeah, here's Quant wallets. Again, we want to show you guys what wallets these coins can be stored on. So Quant actually has quite a few. They're over here. A lot of people probably have the Ledger Nano or the Trezor or the Exodus. Those are probably some of the most popular ones. You can even store on looks like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and a few others. So those are your Quant wallets. All right, I wanted to pull up this visual on Quant as well because I saw this earlier today and was like, this is a cool way to kind of visualize what Quant is all about in its overledger network. You can see here, and it's connecting all different things through their API. And they said the APIs allow things to communicate with one another. You can see these different types of business, I guess. And Quant allows them to overledger to them all. So you can see here in this cool visual.
Yeah, that's a very cool visual. It shows a lot of different partners, all the social media there on the left-hand side of the screen, and very big businesses on the right-hand side: Intel, Barclays, Citibank, HSBC. So, and then everything between Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo. Very interesting. Just like what network there, a lot of interoperability, right?
Yep, that's
A
the
lot of
overledger.
interaction, between a lot of very big partners, very big global partners.
All right, and then I was sent a Twitter thread to just kind of look at real quick. Utility Theory, Citizen of the Future, posted this thread on Quant, so he calls it a super thread. We're just going to look at a couple things that he says real quick. So let's just scroll down here. So is a problem. Traditional institutions and enterprises need operating systems that will allow them to easily interoperate between these new nascent crypto markets. So, for example, this guy says that you currently send Ethereum to a Bitcoin address or XRP to a DAG address. Networks are siloed. So, you give the tool of all these different silos. So, this one might be Bitcoin, this one might be Ethereum, this one might be XRP.